This is breaking news.
Biden slammed after announcing official end to COVID-19 emergency. Trying to avoid embarrassment, President Biden previously declared the pandemic is over in September of last year. President Biden was criticized by conservatives on Twitter Monday after the Associated Press reported that he would end the COVID emergency on May 11. Biden previously stated in September, before the 2022 midterm elections, that the pandemic is over. 8 months before the White House will officially recognize that declaration. Republicans reacted to the news and argued that the emergency had already been over. The Senate passed bipartisan legislation to end the state of emergency in November. Rep. Thomas Massie, a Republican from Kentucky, tweeted Republicans already getting results. This week we are voting to end the COVID emergency. In response, Biden announces he is going to end the COVID-19 emergency declarations. Now that Biden is trying to avoid embarrassment, how will Democrats vote? What about the vax mandates? Senator Chuck Grassley tweeted Pres Biden says he will end COVID-19 emergency declarations on May 11 about sick time. I've sick, voted 2x end COVID-19 national emergency declaration. Need to end exec emergency powers, it's common sense. Since Biden said on Sept 18 pandemic is over, I support some flexibilities in telehealth. Some criticize the media for not giving proper attention to the Senate's vote to terminate the emergency in November. Phil Kerpen, a free market policy analyst, tweeted Biden announces 3+ more months of fake COVID emergency on the eve of the first ever House vote on immediate termination. Senate had 62 bipartisan votes to terminate back in November. Media dutifully parrots White House spin. Isn't it cool how the science knows that on May 10th COVID will still be a national emergency, but not on May 11th. Michael J. Morrison, a member of the New York Young Republican Club who has been featured in Fox News, Politico, and Daily Wire, tweeted, Republicans schedule vote to end COVID emergency. Biden announces end to COVID emergency. Darrell Issa, a former Republican representative from California, tweeted, Republicans have long been critical of government overreach during the pandemic. Government action aimed at stopping the spread of the virus included closing businesses and schools, mandating the COVID-19 vaccine, despite its emergency use authorization status, imposing a moratorium on rent, and other intrusive measures.